Hi, this is Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch, and on this fine, slightly spring-like March 2023 day, we're doing a quick video on this lovely little 2006 Hymer van 522. So this is a van which I personally have taken in part exchange, sold it to its previous owner, and then we've bought it back again. So we always prefer, we love to have any van, but we particularly love to have vans that we've sold before, and that's because we know that they are solid and correct, and we've previously prepped them. So this particular one actually sold to the school teacher, well, my kid's school teacher basically, so it must be a good one because I'm not going to risk them getting bad grades for selling them a bad motorhome. So Hymer are one of Germany's biggest motorhome manufacturers. They are the head of the Hymer group, which includes Bürstner, Deathlefs, Eldest, Compass in this country, all sorts of other LMC, Geist, Niesman, Bischoff, and they are reputed for building some of the world's finest motorhomes. I've had two Hymers myself in the past. They use a Pool, P-U-A-L, aluminium construction, which doesn't make them totally damp proof, but it certainly makes them a lot less likely to be damp than anything else. They're very long lived, very well built, very well insulated, and they're nice little things. So the Hymer van 522 was the smallest one in the range at the time and the most popular. Based on the front wheel drive Transit, they came out in 2006, and this is one of the first 2006 ones, sold new by Hymer UK up in Preston, where I used to work many years ago. Looking good with its blue cab, makes a change of being white. You've got nice aluminium sides with graphics, which is still in very nice order as well. Let's have a little look at the window sheet here. So she is a Ford Transit based Hymer van 522 from 2006. It's a sort of 3-berth, better as a 2, but it would probably hash it into a 3rd. There'll be ways of doing it. 4 seat belts, 3.5 tonne, drive it on your car licence. Ford Transit, now it's the front wheel drive Ford Transit, we'll talk about that more in a moment. 2 litre turbo diesel, which we'll talk about that as well. Done 52,000 miles, that's an average of just over 3,000 a year, which is great. Under 6 metres, which is great. Body width 2.07. I don't think it is a narrow body van, but these will be about 2.2, nothing's 2.07. Height 2.75, low profile, that sounds right. Price is 26,995. It's the cheapest Hymer van 522 in the country, which is great. So yeah, little walk around it, we'll point out any faults, tell you what we're going to do about it. So the van will come with a full MOT, a major engine service, full habitation service, on our own in-house 12-month warranty, which is much better than anybody else's because we cover leaks, damp, water ingress, everything like that on any age of vehicle that we sell. It's not an insurance-backed warranty that doesn't cover that like all the competition gives you. So we've got blue cab, got a good bit of shine to it still. These Ford black bumpers always fade a bit, so we'll dress that up, make it nice and sort of darker grey again. Coming around the near side first, it's German van, so the doors on the habitation door is on the off side, because obviously these are designed for a left-hand drive cab originally. We've got double glazed windows all the way around. These are grade 3 fully winterised, the Germans take them skiing. To that end, it's got an inboard freshwater tank which you fill up there, and that's obviously inside, so it will stop it from freezing up. So double glazed windows. Toilet cassette locker there. Flue there for your Truma heating system. So it's got the Truma combi boiler, gas and mains electric powered heating and hot water system. That's blown air, circulates the heat brilliantly well, and you'll see it in 80%, maybe 75-80% of all motorhomes and caravans today. This was the first year in 2006 where, I think it was the first year, where the gas and electric option was available. Previously you just have gas for your heating and gas and electric for your hot water. This is full dual fuel, so if you're hooked up to the mains, it will run off the mains. If you're not, it will run off the gas, or even if you are hooked up to the mains, you can run it on both to make it more powerful or heat up quicker. It's had these Euroliner style wheel trims added, which kind of suit it, I think. Double glazed bedroom window there. We've got some light sort of scratch in there caused by trees. It's only light. Coming around to the back, so we've got a 2-bike rack on the back. Let's do the little corner check. So corner there is fine, free of damage. Corner here, yeah, it's also fine, free of damage. These didn't used to be blue, these have been painted a long time ago. Paint has faded a little bit, I think it looks alright. It's a little bit of flaky paint there, needs a reflector there which we'll put on to match that one. It's fine. It's had, in the dim distant past, it's had a reversing camera where you can see where they've removed it and put the reflector over the top there, which is fine, it's watertight, but it's just something to note. So you come round to the garage. This is where it gets a little bit interesting. So you've got a good sized garage there. Now not the previous owner, but the one before that. Bought it from Martins of Exeter, dearly departed Martins of Exeter. And they've had the bed lowered a bit to give themselves more headroom in the bed for sitting up and reading or chilling on the bed. So you can have a thicker mattress as well. It's been lowered by 20 centimetres, and that does mean it's chopped the top off your garage. So if you wanted to put bikes in there, you'd have to pop a front wheel off or just put them on your bike rack, in fairness to it. But there's still loads of room. It might be possible to raise the bed height back up again. Whether that's something we'd want to get into, I'm not so sure it would, in fairness to it. This time of year, workshop's quite busy. It might be possible if it's a deal breaker for you, but personally I'd enjoy the fact that the bed's low, you've got a better mattress, put your bikes on a bike rack or pop off the front wheel. So I had a spare wheel added in there, that wasn't standard. Little storage bits and stuff. Nice positive locking garage door. Coming down the offside, so we've got on the roof, we've got digital TV aerial. We've got, and we'll see it more from inside, you can just see the top of it there. We've got a habitation air conditioning system, which is mains electrically operated, does cooling and heating, but you don't really need the heating because you've already got the built-in heating. That's a system which we will leave on. I've checked it, it works, but we don't guarantee it, kind of thing, because it's an aftermarket electrical accessory, although I think it's probably been on the van since 2006, but I've had it plugged in and it's working all right, in fairness to it. Omni-Store wind out awning, vents for your three-way fridge freezer, graphics are all in nice condition, and the van overall it's got a bit of a nice lustre to it considering its age. It's pretty good. Your main hookup goes there. On the roof there is a solar panel. There's an extra security locker door there as well. So you've got digital TV aerial, solar panel and aircon on the roof. Now this window here, I think we will try and replace this actually, because the crack is a bit bigger. I have mentioned on the phone to people it has got a crack in the window, and it's probably a bit bigger than I thought. So it's a polyplastic window from Holland. We will try and replace that. However, depending on if somebody buys it, how quickly they want to pick up, we'll order the window, and they might have to bring it back for us to fit it to either Highbridge branch, but we'll make it functional as it is. But anyway, we'll try and get one. It's got an electric step on the habitation door. Got a fly screen on the habitation door, which is great. These plastics in Hymers for many years now have shown a slight yellowing, but I don't think they were much different colour from that from new. Looking at the cab spec side of things, so yeah, front wheel drive forward Ford Transit. These days most Transits are front wheel drive. Back in 2006 Ford only just started doing a front wheel drive Ford Transit. The rear wheel drive Ford Transit, which was the builder's favourite, was great for going in and out muddy building sites and filling for their bricks, but it didn't make for a good motorhome based vehicle. They were quite unstable because the drive shaft meant the floor was higher. They had quite soft suspension. The 2.4 engine was a bit of a commercial old beast. So this is the front wheel drive one, and they use their very smooth 2 litre TDCi engine, which is lovely. That created 125 horsepower. Now at the time the Fiat, which is obviously the main competitor in motorhomes for Ford, used their biggest engine was a 2.8 turbo diesel kicking out 127 horsepower, whereas this Ford created the same power from the 2 litre. It's a super quiet, really smooth and rather nice engine. Cab spec wise, it's got cab blinds. You didn't see them very often in 2006. That would have been an option, really good. It's got electric windows, it's got electric mirrors, it's got air conditioning, cab air conditioning. You don't see that very often. So it's the last of this shape of Transit, first of the front wheel drivers. So it's got a 5-speed manual gearbox, and yeah, 3.5 tonne. It's got cab windscreen blind as well, which is really good. Some stage in its life, I can't remember if these did have matching cab seat covers, but it doesn't anymore anyway. But these are standard Ford Transit seats. If you want to get some seat covers for them, dead easy in fairness to it. Just Google Ford Transit Mark 6, is it? Is it Mark 6? I think it is. And you can get yourself a grand choice of them. So outside you've got the optional bike rack, awning, TV aerial, solar panel and habitation air conditioning system. It's now chucking it down, so I'm going to come inside and close the door. So I have a little pirouette around. So it came in, it sold instantly, and then unfortunately the buyers had to cancel, so it's just gone back up for sale. It's not been cleaned, but actually it's quite clean in here, in fairness to it. It's not bad. So looking at the cab, twin swivel cab seats, typical European lounge, half dinette lounge, double forward facing seats with 2 seat belts there. I like the fact that Hymer gave you seatbelt there and seatbelt here to come across, whereas normally they were both in the middle, so one person had the seatbelt cutting across them at a strange angle, so Hymer never did that. We've got an opening skylight above, we've got a big wardrobe. On top of the wardrobe was where many years ago it would have had a sliding table TV bracket fitted, or possibly even bracketry for a microwave up there. If you wanted a TV, your TV point is here. It's got a 12 volt socket and a main socket. When you're hooked up, you could put a TV freestanding on there. If you wanted to carry a microwave, you could do that and plonk that on there if you're not TV watchers. Your wardrobe's massive, really big wardrobe space there with a hanging rail. You got your original Hymer manual and your trip switches in there, which is nice. These little, I don't know, I've got no idea what they are. They're little flip up storage bins, I guess, somehow. You need 2 hands to do that. They're not standard. Over here, this table, it can be removed. It doesn't have anywhere specific to live, because I went to the Hymer factory and they said, asked me what the British want. I said, amongst other things, we'd like a removable table and somewhere for it to go, but they didn't understand that, the Germans, so they like a table. So this can be dropped down to that row instead of this row. That folds in half, and you can make a single bed out of this, either by manoeuvring these cushions around, or you could get a flatter infill cushion made if you wish. High level storage cupboards or storage shelving around the cab there. We've got, oh, look at that, we've got a very snazzy bit of a mirrored cocktail cabinet action on the go there, and then another good sized cupboard next to it there. Kitchen, Europeans don't tend to cook in their vans so much, but you can make most things with this. You've got a 3 gas burner hob on the top. Nice worktop in decent condition, very solid. These are very well built vans. Decent sink with a chopping board top, or a chopping board top or a cover. It's nice that that's still with it. Little flip up extra bit of worktop there. Oh, grubby cutlery tray there. So it has just not been cleaned, this one yet, but it's not so bad. Storage cupboard for your food and things. 3-way fridge freezer, so this will run off of gas, mains electric or 12 volt. For some reason is missing its fridge shells. They will be replaced before it goes out. So yeah, runs off mains if you're hooked up, gas if you're not hooked up, and runs off of your engine alternator while you're driving. Up top here is your elderly but working habitation air conditioning system. I've never really understood the point of these. I suppose if you're somewhere incredibly hot in the south of France with a 16 amp mains hookup, that will keep you nice and cool. So we won't warranty it, but we'll leave it on there, and it's certainly alive. 2 high level storage cupboards for the kitchen. That's got your TV aerial booster point in there. Another one over yonder. Your bathroom. So Hymer have put in this clever swing wall separate shower arrangement. So obviously it is a small bathroom. That's a small van, but it's actually quite a nice bathroom. You've got a massive opening skylight which floods it with light. Big mirror, massive storage cupboard there with a main socket in it in your bathroom. But good for your hairdryer, in fairness. Another big mirror here with lighting above, which is rather nice. And then over here, if you want to use the shower, simply rotate the wall across, and there you've got a really big separate shower space in the size of a wet room. Now, as with some of the other plastics, they are sort of a bit yellow in. I can't remember exactly what colour they were for new, but I'm guessing they weren't quite that yellow. That's grubby, needs a clean, but all that is this van, last time we sold it, had a crack in the shower tray, so we've done what they call a speedy coat, which is a fully warranted, very tough coating over the top of the shower tray, and that will be good for many years, but it does need a clean. Blown air heater vent down there, and for your shower you pull that out there. But yeah, nice bathroom. And the bed. Now the bed's been lowered, as I said, so if you can imagine, this used to be that much higher, which I suppose meant the person on that side didn't have much shoulder space. and I'm guessing this isn't the original mattress, so therefore it probably had a thinner mattress. So for a better night's sleep, a more comfortable night's sleep, they've had it lowered. Now you'd probably want to, you can step up into the bed off of there. It is a little bit tall, so you'd probably want to carry a step. Before this was lowered, it would have had a flip down step in here, which also blocks your storage space. So the other advantage is you've got in there an extra big storage cupboard that used to be covered by your pull out steps, so you could carry a little step up there just for getting into bed. Mattress is okay, does have a couple of sort of marks on it. We could, at cost price, order you a new mattress for that. It is just a domestic size double bed, that, so it will take just a normal mattress. Everybody wants different sort of softnesses and hardnesses of mattresses, so we could order you one at whatever cost price is, or you can have one delivered or fit it for you or whatever. Or you can use this one with a top on. It's fine, in fairness, very comfortable, quite soft. At the back here we've got a nice big window, we've got a nice big skylight. There is a crack in the outer bit of that skylight. I know that the previous owner did park under trees, and I dare say some squirrel has met its demise and cracked that, so we will replace that unit up there. Storage shelves, 3 storage cupboards, another 2 storage shelves, storage pockets across there, which is really good, and a cello 12-volt TV, because that's again an added electronic device. We won't guarantee that, but it comes with the van. They're only cheap, those anyway. I'm sure it works, but it does come with the van. We'll leave it in. And that's about it, really. So in terms of faults, we're going to replace that window, but it might take quite a while to get one. We're going to replace this skylight. That won't take very long. Give it a good old clean, but it's not as bad as I thought. In fairness, cleanliness, it's not been smoked in, it's not had a dog in. It'll come with a new MOT, a major engine service, a full habitation service, a full our own bomb-proof 12-month in-house warranty, which covers all the mechanical and habitational factory-fitted features of any decent amount. Obviously, minutiae, blades, bulbs, stuff like that aren't covered, but all your proper stuff is. And this is us. So we are Highbridge Motorhomes Devon branch. We're at Tinggrace, Newton Abbot, Devon, TQ12 6QZ. Give us a call, 01626 832 792. If we're out here doing videos, talking to customers, leave us a message, but we do struggle to keep up sometimes, so you can call us direct on the mobile, 07432 662 558. Check us out at the highbridgecaravans.co.uk website, and ask us about this lovely 26995 2006 Hymer van 622. Thank you very much. Goodbye.